Seasons of the sacred. The sacred. The sacred is an essential quality to life. It connects us to our own soul and to the divine that is the source of all that exists. The sacred can be found in any form. It is on every drop of dew on an early morning spider's web, and in the call of wildfowl at dusk. It speaks to us in a myriad of ways. In my own garden it is in the scent of honeysuckle, and the hummingbird drinking nectar, as well as the chipmunks scurrying after seeds fallen from the bird feeder. It is also present in every prayer, every song of praise and thanksgiving. The remembrance of the sacred is like a central note within life. Without it, something fundamental to our existence is missing. Our daily life lacks a basic nourishment, a depth of meaning. The sacred is not something primarily religious or spiritual. It is not a quality we need to learn or to develop. It belongs to the primary nature of all that is. When the first peoples felt that everything they saw was sacred, this was not something taught, but instinctively known. It was as natural as sunlight, as necessary as breathing. We all have within us a sense of the sacred, a sense of reverence, however we may articulate it. It is part of our human nature. We each carry this primal knowing within our consciousness, even if we have forgotten it. A relationship to the sacred is older than any formalized religion, even though it lies at the foundation of many religions. It is a fundamental recognition of the wonder, beauty, and the divine nature of the world. It is a felt reverence, an inner sense. We even speak of a sense of the sacred. If we remember the sacred, we will find ourselves awake in a world of wonder. However we may call this mystery, it permeates all of creation. It may be more easily felt in certain places, in ancient groves, beneath star-filled skies, in temples or cathedrals, in the chords of music. But this is a mystery that belongs to all that exists. There is nothing that is separate from it. As such, it celebrates the unity that is within and around us, the living oneness of which we are a part. Our sense of the sacred is a recognition that we are part of this deeper, all-embracing mystery. The sacred connects the inner and outer world, the physical world of the senses, and the world of the soul. What is seen in the outer can also be felt in the inner, in our prayers and meditations, in our dreams and their symbols. The sacred pervades all that exists. It belongs to our inner as well as our outer life. What matters is our recognition of the sacred, because through it we touch the root of our being. Too easily and often, the demands of our daily activity rob us of this awareness, keep us caught in surface distractions, and so we are starved of something essential, even if we do not know we are hungry. The sacred is not something static or easily defined. It belongs to the wonder of life and its deepest meaning. It is also part of the flow of life, its constant change. And yet it has cycles, patterns of meaning. Both creation and the soul have their seasons, their times of light and dark, times of birth, blossoming and abundance, times of fruition, decay and apparent barrenness. It can be helpful to recognize these changing seasons of the sacred. Then we can see how the deeper patterns within our own life follow these rhythms, how we are part of this ever-evolving mystery. The awareness of the sacred is an essential part of our nature, even if we have almost forgotten how to see in this way. The poems and images in this book are offered as a way to help us to reconnect with our own sacred manner of seeing. As a series of meditations on the sacred, they are a glimpse of what is hidden beneath the many forms of creation in the world around us and under our feet. To quote Black Elk, "And while I stood there, I saw more than I can tell, and I understood more than I saw. For I was seeing in a sacred manner the shapes of all things in the spirit, and the shape of all shapes, as they must all live together like one being.